What's up? We got. Oh, this is actual health information. But yeah, this is a doctor reacting to the Lunchley controversy, which
Mr. Beast and Logan Paul
I don't
have
know
announced
if y'all know about
KSI,
it, but
Mr. Beast and Logan Paul
basically
have
niggas
announced they were teaming up
just
and
calling them
launching a
cash
new food
grabs
product called Lunchly
for
to compete
making
with their
quite
uber
literally
popular
just the
kids brand
same as
Lunchables. And the
Lunchables, but
reception has
it's
been
made by
less than
content
stellar.
creators.
Many creators took to social
It's
media
not
to
healthier.
criticize the product and the creators themselves. Logan and Jimmy were quick to push back on the critics with their own.
Oh yeah, see, crazy how even a sports medicine doctor can't tell the difference between sodium and that's what I'm saying Logan Paul doing Logan Paul stuff. Mr. Beast, everyone's been on the cancel tour for Mr. Beast. You
Own
know,
posts, and in the process created newsworthy headlines like
YouTube stars are coming for your kids' lunch. It's a move that has Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and KSI teaming up to take on Lunchables.
And I usually don't make videos discussing creators' products, but when terms like healthier
yeah,
or
they
better
did say
for
healthier.
you get tossed
That's
around,
what I'm saying. They start clickbaiting a lot, and that's really the Logan Paul clickbait. Mr. Beast doesn't really. He don't really do that type of shit. But for the most part, he's never really even tried to sell healthy stuff. Like the Feastables is a good cause, and it's chocolate, so it's like, hey, support the good cause. It's better than buying probably a Hershey's because you don't even know what the hell the Hershey shit is going towards. So, that's cool. That's nice, right? But then like you saying these are better than Lunchables, you're like better because like we're connected to the content creator, or like better because they're like actually healthier for like your body. Like, are they vegan? Nah, they knew not to do no vegan Lunchables. They knew not to do that shit. They talking about this isn't technically even cheese product, but this is cheese because that is a real thing. There's a lot of stuff that legally you can't call it cheese because it's so processed that it doesn't. But
I feel it's important to
I like
set the
most people.
record straight.
Well,
So,
at that
in the
point,
spirit of avoiding
we
personal
know that type of stuff. But your marketing is towards what? What? Who's buying regular like actual Lunchables? Like who's eating them? Like the minors, the little kids, the little niggas. Ain't nobody above the age of like 12 eating a Lunchable for real, bro. Like if that, bro. So it's like you're really selling to like 8-year-olds. Mom, buy me a Lunchable. They're healthier than Lunchables. Lunch sleeves, Mr. B's. They're better than Lunchables. Um, like you know what you're doing, bro. It's good marketing, but it's like, bro, come on, bro. Stop it. Stop.
attacks, let's take a look at the science of Lunchly, including a true issue with their kits I don't think anyone has correctly pointed out yet. For those who may not know, Lunchables are basically these pre-packaged do-it-yourself meal kits. They've usually got things like crackers, deli meats, cheeses, treats, and come with a little drink. And since their inception, they've been super popular with kids. However, it's been known, especially by experts, that while these kits are fun and tasty, their nutritional value is just not good. They're often too high in sodium, saturated fat, and added sugars, and don't use healthy whole food ingredients. And because they fall into the category of ultra
But here's the thing: there's actual like natural Lunchables, but they aren't called Lunchables. But then they're more expensive because they're actually healthy for you. So it's like, bro, there's a reason why they're like that, bro. The cost effective to to them being healthy. That's what I'm saying. You gotta find that median. So like, come on, bro.
processed foods, they aren't healthy to consume often, period.
But you
Studies
about to let
actually
us
show
know.
that those consuming high amounts of UPFs can have up to 50% higher risk of developing obesity, and some specific UPFs are linked to increases in cancer. I see it even in my clinic. So many of my pediatric patients are over-consuming UPFs, and it's becoming a growing problem across the country. Consumer Reports even dedicated a special feature.
Oh, these are all. I remember these. I remember these. Do y'all niggas remember these? 2015 Toyota. Okay, somebody going crazy. Yeah, please stop. Please stop vibrating now. I appreciate it if you stop that. Amber Alert. I hardly know her. Yeah, the Oscar Myers. These are all Oscar. Or the P3s. Should you pack Lunchables for your kids' school lunch? Short answer, no. Just like buy a whole bunch of bread,
Highlighting the
lunch meat,
problems with
and you could do
Lunchables
the same
and why
thing
they
for
shouldn't
life.
be consumed regularly due to health risks. My own take on Lunchables, I don't recommend parents pack them for their kids on a daily basis. A low quality food with poor nutritional value. But now what about Lunchly? Starting with the first claim, in the press release announcing the product, Logan Paul was quoted as saying LUNCLY is a healthier alternative and that it's a better for you lunch option compared to Lunchables. In fact, throughout the LUNCLY website and the social media promo posts, you'll see countless comparisons being made to Lunchables. To be honest, some of the comparisons are kind of cringe and don't make much sense to me, but maybe it's because I'm not the target demo. Flavorful combos.
That's what I'm saying. Nick, that means it's nothing. Electrolytes. Nigga, you pack the Gatorade in a Lunchable. Of course it has more electrolytes than a Capri Sun. Like, these are cherry picking stats. Bold packaging, basic packaging, big gestures, like, what are we even talking about? No, that's what I'm saying. This that Logan Paul. This that Logan Paul shit. This not Mr. Beast. That's Logan
standard
Paul.
picks, the meal kit combos are nearly identical to Lunchables.
Literally.
Big gestures.
That's what I'm saying.
Versus mid moments.
Nigga said, "Cop my homework. Just don't make it look too obvious."
Classes. I was more concerned with the nutritional comparisons being made anyway. So if someone was to make a healthy meal kit for kids, I would find that incredibly valuable. And in looking in the comparison, I'd be most interested in calories, which they have, protein, which they have, sugar, which they have, saturated fat, which is missing, and sodium, which is not only missing, but replaced
with electrolytes.
Exactly. And unlike all the other macros, is only labeled potassium and only in the Prime bottle in the kit, comparing it to the Capri Sun in the Lunchables. This is a pretty weird marketing choice to label electrolytes in food products. It's such a strange choice.
You don't get electrolytes from food.
You
get electrolytes from drinks, dumbass.
Electrolytes will be taught in marketing textbooks one day.
And sadly, it was a shame to see Logan attack instead of starting a meaningful dialogue with the doctor, given that 400 milligrams is not the amount of electrolytes in Prime, at least in the image that Logan shared. 400 milligrams of potassium plus 5 milligrams of sodium equals 405 milligrams of electrolytes. It's not about nitpicking, it's just about being reasonable and honest to help further the conversation. Look, if I want to decide if a food is right for me, I like to be able to compare the entire electrolyte profile, which would have to include sodium.
Let 'em know.
It's like having a PB&J sandwich label that says what's in the sandwich, you know, protein, fats, calories, but then the sugar line only tells you what's in the peanut butter as opposed to the jelly in the entire sandwich. I wanted to go further and do the comparisons myself using the nutrition facts from the Lunchables and LUNCLY websites, and it's honestly really hard to draw perfectly clear conclusions for several reasons. One, I don't have nutrition facts for each part of the kits. For example, how many calories come from Feastables versus the food component? Second, some of the portion sizes aren't the same. The turkey cracker kit from Lunchables is 82 grams, while LUNCLY's is 72 grams. Three, there are so many varieties of Lunchables that just swapping out the
8 grams, that's 14. That's an extra 6 grams of. No, they're advertising two different things. That was 14 grams of protein. This is 10 grams, so there's an extra 4 grams of protein. This is whole grain, so they're telling you get your grains in this one.
The flavor of Capri Sun cause significant differences in.
I don't know. No. I hear what he's saying, but probably like the chocolate spread, like the cosmic brownie probably would add all the sugar.
Sugar and calorie content. What I was able to conclude is that LUNCLY has less sugar and therefore less calories than Lunchables in comparable kits. That's probably due to the drink component of the kit, as Capri Sun uses sugar and Prime is artificially sweetened. LUNCLY has significantly more potassium than Lunchables because of the Prime drink, which I guess is good, but not something I'd regularly use in deciding if a food is an ideal lunch for a kid. LUNCLY has slightly less sodium and saturated fat than comparable Lunchables. That's definitely moving in the right direction, however, both differences were fairly small. LUNCLY does use real cheese as opposed to cheese product, signaling that at least one ingredient is less processed than in Lunchables, but the entirety of the kit is still considered an ultra-processed meal. LUNCLY has higher amounts of A and B vitamins, which can be good, but also can be problematic as vitamin vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, and kids can easily overconsume it, leading to toxicity. Being that it's fat-soluble means that you can't just urinate excess out. This has actually been raised as an issue by experts with Prime in general. Despite these legitimate upgrades, social media posts are slamming Lunchly for not being perfect. But Lunchly does not need to be perfect to be valuable for kids. It just needs to be significantly healthier in order to reduce risk. As a doctor, I use risk reduction all the time, essentially taking something harmful and replacing it with something less harmful, but still imperfect. As an example, I would never recommend starting vaping, but getting someone to replace smoking cigarettes with vaping is generally a good step down in terms of health risks.
Cigarettes
Knowing
is
all
worse
that, is it
than
fair to say
vaping,
that
yeah.
Lunchly is healthier? I guess one can say yes, but honestly, probably more so as a marketing tactic. The reason why? Well, let's look at the recently passed nutrition study.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty good pretty good comparison. And bro was like, yeah, it's like saying vaping's better than smoking cigarettes, which is true. The health risks are lessened than smoking cigarettes, but still, you should not be vaping or smoking cigarettes. So it's like, I guess, bro, do whatever, but you still killing yourself.
Standards
That's real.
set forth by the USDA for school lunches and see how
doctor.
Lunchly compares. Going line by line here. Less than 10% of calories should come from saturated fat. Lunchly turkey, 23% of calories come from saturated fat. Less than 10% of calories should come from added sugars. Lunchly turkey, 10.4 comes from added sugars. But this is where things get really interesting, and for some reason, no one has pointed this out. You see, USDA caloric guidelines say that a lunch meal for kids K through 8 should contain around 625 calories. Kids need energy to function, and calories give them that energy. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories. And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium, which is also significantly over the USDA standards. So they'd be either under-eating calories or overeating sodium. Finally, the grain guidelines state that 80% of lunch meals must be whole grain, and Lunchly turkey does not list any whole grain ingredients. It's clear Lunchly, just like Lunchables, misses the mark too many times to be considered.
I'm saying these
meaningfully
niggas racing for
healthy, at
7th
least in
place,
my
bro.
opinion. That being said,
for
I do
seventh
think
place is
many
crazy.
criticisms pointed at Logan, KSI, and Jimmy are unfair. Attacking them for trying to create a successful influencer product isn't inherently problematic. I just think if a company was truly interested in creating a healthier lunch kit for kids, the USDA standard should be the minimum starting.
Didn't MatPat and Game Theory prove that like prom bottle shit was rigged? Like the golden one, and the niggas guessing the codes. That shit was rigged, and one, it was illegal because the kid wasn't even old enough to even be in the contest.
Requirements. Otherwise, we're simply propagating the problem even further. One of my hopes is that in navigating the future feedback on this company, the guys hire a health professional to guide them in making messaging more accurate. I just saw someone ask about heavy metal contamination, and Logan responded with a video of an X-ray machine checking for foreign materials. That checks for stray objects accidentally getting into the meals, not heavy metal contaminations like we discussed earlier with Lunchables and lead. And saying a food has more electrolytes, therefore it must be better or healthier, just not true. Foods with an incredibly high sodium content and electrolyte are not considered particularly healthy. In fact, many are considered unhealthy for that reason. I can't expect non-medical people to get this perfect, but if you're gonna stand by a children's food product being healthy, you need to hold your messaging to a higher standard. Eating a diet full of UPFs can lead to weight gain. Click here to see the harsh reality of life at 800 pounds, and as always, stay happy and healthy.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, end of the story, or moral of the story, short story, short type, you know what I'm saying, is no. They cash grab, which, you know, I ain't mad about you get your money, but your whole marketing scheme is this is better than Lunchables by like 2%. So come buy us because we're 2% better than healthier than Lunchables. Like, I guess, yeah, sure. As a kid, yeah, I'd fuck with it because a Lunchable with a Gatorade instead of a Capri Sun definitely sounds W. But like as a parent and like with the health risk you probably shouldn't be drinking a Gatorade with every lunch. Which is probably why Capri Sun's in there, cause it would be safer for you to be drinking apple juice than god darn Gatorade every day, bro. And that niggas already said that prom wasn't as healthy as what, cause it's what I'm saying, it's Gatorade, it's a electrolyte, so it's something that you should really only be like drinking to get back with the like a workout. But most of us knew this already, so uh, what, I don't even know what the questions of the day or the question to this video would be, because it's like mo- if you're watching this, you're probably old enough or older than the target audience to even want to buy a Lunchly. So it's like, I guess I buy one just for like the plot and the video type shit, but like that'd be the first and the last time. I haven't had a Lunchable. I couldn't tell you the last time I've had like an actual Lunchable, not like a Lunchable esque snack, like but an actual Lunchable. Nigga, it's been years. Who the fuck's eating Lunchables, nigga? I'm 21. So that's why I was like, them niggas is preying on them little niggas, bro. Especially from the nigga who, we know what you did in that forest in Korea. That's it, man. Shout out them niggas though. They doing they thug dizzle though. I ain't mad at nobody but they hustle. But respectfully, if I had a child or my little brothers and little sisters, I would tell my parents not to buy them Lunchlys. Nah, bro. That's what I'm saying. My 10-year-old, my 14-year-old brother, them niggas is not eating that shit, bro. It's not even a food, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you're over the age of like 8, I feel like, bro, what the hell is that, bro? You might as well just be eating a school lunch game.